Leaving Deadhorse, Alaska, the northernmost point of my journey, felt different. On the way up, it was all excitement and anticipation. But on the way back, it became about reflection. Every mile down the Dalton Highway reminded me of what this trip had taught me. Not just about van life or travel, but about life itself. So as I make my way back to Fairbanks, here are 10 lessons I learned from the road to the Arctic Ocean. The Dalton Highway isn't just a road, it's a test. Every bump, every mile of gravel, every unexpected detour teaches patience. You can't control the road, you just learn to move with it.
Gave his son much great spice.
Living with less makes room for more. More peace, more appreciation, more presence. When everything you need fits inside a van, you start realizing how little it actually takes to feel full. I learned that simplicity isn't about giving things up. It's about gaining the freedom to focus on what really matters. During this trip, I also learned that there's a special kind of peace that only comes when it's just you, your thoughts, and the endless wilderness. At first, it feels lonely, but then it becomes sacred. You start to hear your own voice again. And in this time, with so much noise around us, it feels good to hear your own true voice. And there's something beautiful and peaceful about it. Another lesson I learned is that the Arctic doesn't care about your schedule or your plans. Out here, you're reminded of how small you really are. And that's a good thing. It's humbling, it's grounding, and it's freeing. Truly, nature has its way of humbling you. Another thought I had during this very long trip is how much more confident I had become. You see, during this trip, through every obstacles, whether it big or small, it became a lesson in strength. Whether it was bad weather, rough roads, or just pure exhaustion, each time I pushed through, I found a new kind of confidence waiting on the other side. It reminded me of the quote that says, growth doesn't come from comfort. I guess it's true because for me, it comes from all the moments and every moment that stretches me. It is so beautiful over here. I know that White Horse is supposed to be 2 hours away, but I've been here probably over 2 hours because I keep stopping wherever I see a sign that I should stop for pictures, for viewing, wildlife viewing that is. And I'm glad I'm stopping because you know what? I came all the way here already. It'd be silly for me to miss all this just because. So this one, it has been described as the most ambitious and important bridge to be built by the U.S. Army Corps Engineer, 18th Battalion. The Little Pioneer Bridge was left in place when the Public Road Administration built a permanent bridge. If there's one feeling that was truly constant for me during this trip, is that feeling of gratitude for everything. I believe that gratitude turns fear into courage. It also turns uncertainty into peace. And the more I look for things to be thankful for, the more beauty I found in every mile. During this trip, I also learned that time alone heals. Yes, when I started my journey, I carried grief or loss that comes with being an empty nester. I carried with me memories and the fear of transitions. But somewhere between the silence of the tundra and the endless daylight, I found healing. I also learned that sometimes peace doesn't come when you chase it. It comes when you slow down enough to feel it. Next, I also learned to trust the process. I know out here, not everything goes as planned. I've experienced it firsthand. And I realized that it's okay. I've learned to trust the process and to keep moving forward even when I can't see what's ahead. I realize that the road always reveals what you need. And it reveals it when you're ready to see it.
You got this.
At 48 years old, I'm still learning, still exploring, and still daring to dream big. Age isn't a limitation. It's proof that you've lived, learned, and still have more stories to write.
Proud of you. It's awesome.
I started this trip thinking the Arctic Ocean was the destination. But somewhere along the way, I realized it was never about reaching the end. It was about every mile, every view, every challenges, and every quiet moment that brought me here. That's interesting to know. Driving back to Fairbanks wasn't just a return. It was a reminder that life, like the road, will test you. But it also rewards you with beauty, growth, and purpose. And if you ever find yourself wondering if it's worth taking the road less traveled, I'll tell you this. It always is. Because at the end, the road teaches you if you let it. I'll see you on the next episode, and I hope you join and follow me so you can continue to see my journey to 50 states before I turn 50.